There's a maturity about her. Obviously, she understands how to play the game. And that translates no matter where you are. She can literally shoot the heck out of the ball, like for real. Like if her feet are set, like it's a good chance it's going in. Smart, heady, not like overly athletic, but smart and crafty. And I know a little bit about not being overly athletic, but being able to find a way to put the ball in a bucket. And I think first practice this summer with she busted through a screen and not afraid to use her voice. She's like, Sage, you didn't hit me. Like I want to get screens. So already not afraid to take on a leadership role in that regard. But I think that just goes from her maturity and the years of playing basketball.
You guys put out a video of her hitting 31.
Yeah, I saw that actually.
Straight threes.
Yeah.
That's who she is, though, right?
She can shoot it, and she'll tell you, like, that's what she wants to do. She wants to get her feet set and, working a lot on her, and she's got deep range, shooting it off the bounce, trying to add to her game a little bit. But she's just heady, like she knows how to use her body and, has that European, game when you get into the paint and knows how to use her body and use the Euro step to find ways to score. But also, you talk to her like the kid just wants to win. So if she's shooting threes or making passes, like the only thing that matters to her is winning.
She fit in with what you want out of the backcourt there.
Yeah, everything. Like she's smart and she shoots the heck out of basketball. So that's what we were looking for.
Yeah.
What do you know about your team today that maybe you didn't know when they all got together earlier this summer?
Tougher than I originally thought. We haven't been easy on them, and they've embraced it, they've wanted it. Whether it's what they're doing in the weight room with Chaz, the steps they've taken there, the conditioning with Chaz, and then just kind of pushing the narrative on the court. They always seem to want a little bit more, and we've kind of been missing that. So I would say that this group is just kind of naturally built a little bit differently.
When you came into this summer really not knowing what to expect necessarily, what were your expectations just from this group and what you wanted to see out of them? What do you like about what you're seeing now compared to the last 2.5 months?
Well, this summer was a lot of like us trying to learn them. Obviously, we can watch tape and from their previous schools or their previous teams and really find out how they played there. But like really just organically, how do they fit on the basketball court together? So a lot of pickup, a lot of 3-on-3 this summer. What do they fall back into? What do they go to first? What's the best thing that they do? So then we were able to really come together as a staff and figure out, okay, this is what we think is going to work best for us, and now trying to implement that so we're all on the same page.
How do you, as a coach, kind of find that happy sort of medium between, figuring out what they're most advantageous at, what their best skill set is, but also fitting in within the overall scheme of what you need?
I think that's what we wanted to do this summer. Just kind of learn who they were on the basketball court. Obviously, we got to know them off the court, but like who they were going to fall into on the basketball court. Who's going to be our shooter? Who's going to be our driver? Who's going to be our dog on the defensive end? That all came out in just pickup or in 3-on-3. Whether it was scripted or whether it was just live play with them, we were able to see that. Then we did a lot of studying and watching the practices, talking as a staff, and I think we have an idea of what it looks like now when we start to piece things together. And they were playing a little bit more freely this summer, and now there's with some rules and some team concepts, trying to figure out who can grasp onto that the quickest. And obviously, the quicker we do that, the faster we're ready as a basketball team.
How well has Avery Gordon adapted to what you wanted to do? I mean, that's a very athletic 6'7".
You know what? She can move, and she moves as well as any big I've seen. She's got great hands. I think it was an adjustment for her. Obviously, being Eli's is young too in terms of academics here, but like she's played a longer time, and Avery being our only like 18-year-old freshman, you know, I think that this group did a really good job of embracing her and kind of pulling her along. But what a great kid!